this video I'm going to walk you through a key part of the email closer model where we use offer invitations in the form of Google Docs to sign clients from our email list without sales calls, webinars, live events, or hiring and managing a sales team. My name's Sam Whelan from emailclosers.co, and I help online training, education and coaching businesses generate extra sales from their email list, all from the comfort of their Gmail account and using very basic pipeline filler emails, copy and paste messages inside of Gmail, and offer invitations like this one, which can be put on a Google Doc. You can just copy and paste it within the email chain if you like. It can be a Notion doc, an Evernote doc, or it could even be some kind of Loom video like this one. Because here's the thing, right? Maybe your business is already taking sales calls, maybe you're doing calls on your own, or maybe you have a phone team that you manage, which is great. But look, sometimes people quit, salespeople don't work out all the time, people call in sick, whatever. Maybe you're taking calls yourself and you get called away. You have to do something urgently, run an errand, something like that. And wouldn't it be great to have a document like this that you can send out to people and actually enroll sales from anywhere from 2K to 20K just within your email account? Even if you still want to take a call afterwards, once they see this doc, it's going to give them all the information that they need to make a decision and get them excited about joining. And then you can still have a phone call at the end if you like, but that's going to be, a 10-15 minute call rather than a 60 to 90 minute call, or even maybe a two calls, like a triage and a close call. Okay, so that's what we want to do here. We want to provide an alternative way to sign clients from your email list without necessarily having to do phone calls and Zoom calls. This is a key part of the email closer model. I've got other videos on my channel which walks you through other elements. So just to recap, we're sending out broadcast emails, very quick, simple, conversational, normally take like 20 minutes to write. We get away with 3 emails a week minimum. So we're sending out broadcast emails to our email list of leads, prospects, past customers, anyone in your CRM basically who you have permission to email. We're sending out a hand raiser email to get the right people to raise their hand and say, yes, I'm interested in your offer. We're sending them a couple of qualifying questions and then they reply back to us over email. There is a video walking you through a 5K sale just within Gmail on this channel, and I'll link below. So now we're at the stage where we're going to send them the offer invitation. I've got an example here. Again, it could be a Google Doc sales page, or actually with this example, I just copy and pasted this whole offer invitation within the body of the email, and we generated $40,000. This campaign was actually from 4 years ago when I was just a beginner and just getting started, so actually I would probably do it a little bit differently now. So I just wanted to show you the basic structure. Obviously you wouldn't be able to copy this. This is not, relevant most likely to your offer, but with this structure you would be able to put together your own offer invitation and potentially sign clients for between 2 and 20K each. Now a little bit of context, because this offer was from 4 years ago, it was slap bang in the middle of COVID and the lockdowns and all that kind of stuff, so that is obviously referenced throughout this offer invitation, and you'll see why that's important, because the client I was working with at the time were an internet marketing training company, so they helped individuals and business owners get better with marketing or start an online business, which is the prospect we're talking to here. They've already replied to one of our broadcast emails, we've qualified them, they've answered a few questions, and then we're sending them this offer to work with us, which was for a $5,000 coaching program. All right, so at the top section, I'm just going to move myself down a little bit here. No, I'm not. There we go. And I will make myself a little bit smaller too, so you can see. There you go. Right, so the first section, we're basically telling them what is, bear with me, I'm trying my drawing tool for the first time. So, first line, simply letting them know what's happening, how long it's lasting for. If your offer is an in-person program, you can talk about what is happening, where it's happening, that kind of thing. And then this section, all the way down here, is where basically we want to talk about the outcome the offer is providing for them. Because with most training, education, coaching offers, you're not selling information, okay? We are selling transformation. And if you're selling transformation, you want to talk about what's going to get done, not what they're going to discover, not what they're going to find out. We're going to talk about what's going to happen when we work together and what we're going to achieve, which is something new, different, exciting, and basically things that they have never heard before. They would have tried things in the past to solve their problem. So we want to position this as something different. That's super important. And if you look at the language I'm using here, phones buzzing with sales notification messages from clients saying I've paid your invoice. These are things that they can visualize and actually see. They can see that happening. That's what they want. Okay? We're not talking about coaching calls or video modules. All right? So that's basically what we're talking about here. We're introducing a kind of mechanism, which was the recession-proof offer. Again, this was during lockdown. There was lots of talk about recession at the time, so we're giving them a new and exciting way out of their current present pain, their current problem. That's very important. It's not a future problem. It's the current problem that they're experiencing now, and we're giving them a new and exciting way out. Next part, talking about the without, which is key, because they've tried things before and run into problems like feeling stressed out, pulling their hair out, trying to find customers online, spending hours chained to their laptop without seeing cash regularly deposited into their bank account, okay? These are all things they've probably happened to them before. They don't want it to happen again. We're saying try this new way. That's going to give you what you want. All right, now in the next section, we are talking about a unique promise. So that's section 1, introducing the offer, talking about what they want in a clearly different and desirable way. And then number 2 is the unique promise. So it's similar to part 1, but we're getting even more specific. So we're saying all it takes is one recession-proof offer to go from scratch to reliable side income. And we're giving an example. So we're giving some proof of Keith, who was a lorry driver. So we're saying, look, even normal everyday people can do this. He made $3,500 his first month, made his investment back. We've given some proof as well, talking about Keith there. And then we are moving on, which is a really important part. Let's highlight all of this down to the next section, because we're talking about what's different now. Because again, this is not their first rodeo, as the Americans like to say. They've tried things before to solve their problem. So what's different now about your offer? Okay, I'm getting a little bit excited because this is really, really, really important. If you don't nail this, they're going to lose attention. They're going to click away and think, I've heard it all before. So what's different about your company? What's different about your offer? And how is it going to help them get away from their present pain and get what they actually want. Keith wasn't successful because he was smarter or worked harder. That's the thing in their head, I'm not smart enough, I need to work harder. No, you just need a recession-proof offer. You need something people actually want to buy. You can see how we're positioning this, even if the economy takes a turn for the worse. The biggest reason why so many people fail online is they're trying to sell something people don't want. I'm using an analogy to emphasize that point. If you can use stories, metaphors, and analogies, it gives people that little aha moment and makes them see it in a way that they haven't seen it before, and they think, so that's why I haven't been able to solve my problem. I've been doing the wrong thing, I've been focusing on the wrong area, whatever it is. And again, emphasizing here, look, it's their offer holding them back. It's not them, it's something outside of them. It's super key. Moving on. We've talked about what's been stopping them, what's been holding them back, and now we're going to talk about what's been missing that this offer provides, okay? So let's put that there. What's missing? We're saying our secret sauce is helping clients sell an in-demand product or service that sticks out like a sore thumb, even if they think they have nothing to offer. This is kind of like handling a bit of an objection, because I think they've tried things in the past, they don't know what to offer, whether that's e-commerce or providing a service. Again, these are people who want to start an online business. We're putting a little bit more proof in here and saying, look, everybody has one thing they can offer to the world and add value to people's lives, and your coach will help you find and launch it. It's having this recession-proof offer. And then we're starting to talk about a secondary benefit, which is once you get one offer up and running, we're going to show you how to rinse and repeat the same process in a similar market or sub-niche, create a second or third income stream. Notice we're not talking about big numbers here, 2K a month. It would be life-changing to this market and to a lot of these people, and it's often much easier to make smaller promises because they're more achievable and more believable as well to a lot of your market, rather than trying to make this huge promise. And again, we're using another mechanism here called offer cloning, and again a little bit of proof from the guru who's saying he allowed him to go from selling one property investment guide to selling 30 different guides because he was an info product guy. Now we're starting to get more into the specifics of the offer. We're still talking about what's been missing, but now we're talking about how we're going to solve that, what's actually going to happen when they join the program, what's going to be done together, and getting more into the logistics and deliverables. You notice the way we've structured this as well, the benefits, the outcome, talking about what they want in a clearly different and desirable way is at the top, because we want to capture their attention and get them excited. That appeals to sort of the child within them. They go, oh wow, that sounds really cool. And then they're thinking, wow, okay, but how is this going to work? And now we're getting into the logical part of their brain and talking about what's going to happen. So let's go down here a little bit. You can see here, again, all of this part here. We're talking about how it works. We want to position this as something they want as well, but just telling them how it works. So you're going to come up with your recession-proof offer, and we're going to give them a plan to follow. And you're talking about what's different and giving them a unique plan for exactly how it's going to work and how they're going to get the outcome. There's no sort of ambiguity. The next part, we're saying we're not going to let you have any tech issues. You're going to get one-to-one help with a dream team of network marketers, the different coaches they're going to work with. Highlighted here, you can ask your dream team, anything comes up, ask your dream team, ask your dream team. We really wanted to emphasize that they weren't going it alone with this. They're going to have a whole team in their corner, and they're not going to be wasting time on Google searches and YouTube videos, okay? They're going to have experts in your corner. So that is the summary of the offer and what's going to happen. But then in the next section, talk about here, I think it keeps on going down, is crucial because we're talking about why now. You have to give a reason to act now. Even if your offer is evergreen and you're always enrolling and signing new clients, which is, side note, you probably shouldn't. You should probably have some kind of deadlines to join, doing cohorts. But even if you have an evergreen offer, you always need to give a reason why they need to sign up now. Otherwise, a lot of people are sort of like, oh yeah, sounds cool, but I'll do it next week turns into next month might turn into next year, and they're still in the same situation that they've always been in. Because remember, your offer is often, you're not competing against your competitors, you're competing against them doing fuck all basically and just staying the same, not doing anything. Pardon my French. So we're giving them a strong reason to act now. Lockdowns, fear of recession, it was a very crazy time. And we're basically talking about that and why they needed to have a recession-proof offer, because we really didn't know what was going to be around the corner, more lockdowns and all the rest of it. All right, we're now into the final section of this offer invitation, and probably the most important, because we need to introduce the price, we need to introduce some kind of risk reversal as well, and tell them what to do next if they want to enroll. So we're saying, if you're ready to do this, we'll commit 1 hour per day. Again, we're saying that's important because you need to add some qualifiers in certain places and say, look, this is not going to be easy. You're going to have to do the work. We're saying it'll cost you a fortune to miss out on what you'll be getting inside Platinum, the name of the offer. We're positioning the price against what it's costing them not to move forward. That's super important. This is the price and the guarantee. There we go. And risk reversal. There we go. Beautiful. So it's saying your biggest expense over the next 12 months will be the money you could be making, but you're not. Again, we need to position this as what they are missing out on, rather than the money it's going to cost them now to join the program. And it often helps if you break down the numbers for them. Let's say you commit to doing the work we discussed, but worst case scenario, you don't get to 2K a month after 3 months, which was the big goal for people joining this program. Instead, you only get to 1K a month. So again, we're saying, look, what if things don't go well? It's like we're being super real and honest with them. What if you only get to 1K a month? Not life-changing, I know, but it would provide a bit of a cushion, especially everything that's going on right now. Over 12 months, that's £12,000 you could be losing out on. People don't want to miss out on money they could be making. We're showing the disparity between what they could be making and the cost of joining the program now. That's 12K. In that scenario, if you did get to 2K a month, you'd be £24,000 ahead. We're using that big number of what they could be making, and then saying, with that said, your investment, $4,995 plus VAT. Again, and now we're talking about sort of risk reversal. Keith made his investment back, and a lot more within 3 months. I'm not saying you will do that, but just telling you what's possible. We're not bullshitting them. We're giving them a guarantee of our commitment to work with them. If you haven't reached the 2K a month by the end of our 90 days, we'll keep working with you for another 9 months. So we're reassuring them we're going to be around helping them. This is a good point to highlight, actually, because originally when they were selling this, it was a 12-month program. But if you're selling a 12-month program, that can be too far out for people to really get their head around. People don't want to wait 12 months to get the result that they want, whether that's in health, wealth, relationships. We all live in this sort of on-demand Amazon Prime next day delivery society, and we want what we want now. Okay, so what I did was just reposition this offer slightly without changing any of the deliverables or the logistics. It's just how we present and position it. and we positioned it as a 90-day program. Okay, so instead of 2K a month by the end of 12 months, it's 2K a month by the end of 90 days. You know, again, no change or impact on the company that's delivering this offer, but just how we present it to the client. As you can see here, we still offer the extra 9 months. Same program, same develop, just the offer is positioned differently, and then we're reassuring them, if at the end of our 90 days together you haven't got the result, don't worry, we're still going to work with you for another 9 months. So we're just reassuring them. Again, a little bit more about the deliverables, restating what the goal is. We always want to swing the pendulum back. If you talk about the price or what it's going to be costing them, always swing it back to what they want. So just a little tip for you there. And then there was this one final bonus, complete library of courses. Some of these courses were several £100s. That's one final benefit for them. And then down here, all we're saying is, let us know if you have any questions. Most people do have a question or two. Again, this is all via email. We answer their questions. They say, I'm in or I'm out. If they're in, we send them the payment link. They make the payment, and then they get handed over to the client's team, given all the deliverables, access to the program, all the rest of it. I hope you found that valuable in terms of the walkthrough and how to write your offer invitation, whether you're using a Google Doc or something else. There's a whole training of the email closer process on this channel for you to go watch. It's 28 minutes long, which it basically ties it all together so you can see all the different steps to follow. And don't forget to go to emailclosers.co if you want some free goodies. I have some more example emails, and you can get my daily emails as well. All right, cheers, bye.